Okay, if I'm to give one word of advice about anyone who's going to view this movie, do yourself a favor, and if you want to enjoy it, turn the fucking volume off. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. So tonight we're talking about a movie called Celebrity Crush. I'll tell you, man, I watched the trailer for this movie about a week ago, and I didn't have any hopes for it at all, but there hasn't been a lot come out this week. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. I will give it a watch because it's written, directed, and it also stars Oliver Robbins. Now, you may not be familiar with his name anymore, but if I put this picture up here right now, you'll know exactly who this guy is. He's the little kid from Poltergeist, and I mean, we all remember, you know, that memorable clown scene, you know, when he looks under the bed and the clown's there. So, I mean, you know, I thought, you know what, I'll give this a watch to see what he's up to. I mean, he wrote it and directed it, and he's starring in it. And it also stars the other, I guess, the villain in this movie is played by Alyssa Snyder as Emily. So basically, in a nutshell, I think it was in 1985, Oliver's character, who, and his name in the movie, sorry, is Jonathan Blakey. Okay, so basically, you know, he's not washed up, but he's like most, you know, actors from the 80s who starred in these B classics. They go around and, you know, different expos and stuff and sign autographs and all that sort of stuff, meet and greets. And that's what he's at in this movie, okay? He's gone to that with the cast of this movie, Chain Face Clown. And that's where he meets Emily, okay? And Emily is bananas, okay? And she's one of these obsessed fans. So basically, in a nutshell, we're introduced to these characters, and then at the expo, she goes back to his room with them, right? Because there's this thing where, you know, all these obsessed fans will sleep with these aging actors and all this sort of stuff. Anyways, they do that, and then she fucking kidnaps them, okay? Kind of like the movie Misery, all right? So we're dealing with a plot here that really is nothing new, okay? But, you know, that's fine. This is a B movie. Now, I went on IMDb, and I'm just going by what it says. Okay, the budget for this movie was $500,000. Okay, I don't not believe that. Okay, because there is a lot of good with this movie, but when you get to the bad of it, I mean, man, oh man, it's so bad it will take you right out of this movie. So let's get to the good first, shall we? All right. So the good. It was shot pretty well for a low budget B style movie. I you know. It was shot well. The camera angles were good. I mean, for the most part, the pacing of the movie was good. Okay, this movie's only an hour and 18 minutes long, I think, so it's not very long. So you can get through it pretty quick, if you can get through it. There's gore in this movie. I think a lot of the money for the budget went for this gore. It's not like super gory, but there's like eyes getting poked out and, you know, necks cut and stuff like that. So I appreciated that as well. Okay. And again, the story, there is a little twist at the end and stuff like that. But I mean, again, it's nothing new. All right. But I'm telling you, when you get into the bad, I'm telling you straight up, most people are not going to get through this movie if you sit down and watch it. And as always, no matter whether I give a, you know, praise to a movie or I rip it to shreds, I always say, go rent the movie and see for yourself to see if I'm overreacting or maybe I'm, you know, I'm wrong, right? Well, I'm not. I'm never wrong. 99.9% of the time, I'm right. And I'll tell you, for 99.9% of you who watch this movie, you will not be able to make it till the end. Unless you're one of these people who like this style of movie, and what I'm getting at is the fucking acting. Okay, I have never seen such terrible fucking acting in my entire life. And I don't want to be insulting to these two, because everybody else in this movie, like Melissa McNeary, I think her name, plays Oliver's girlfriend. Her acting in it was fantastic. I mean, all the other people, like the guy that plays David and all this other stuff, like the acting is fine. But these two main characters who are on the screen the most, I'm telling you, like I can't even put their acting in there with the fucking Tommy Wiseau's The Room or even Glenn Danzig's pile of shit called Verotika. Like, I have never in my life seen, like, you could not pay good actors to act this bad. Like, with acting, you couldn't do it. Like, every fucking scene, and I don't mean just one or two scenes, I mean every fucking scene looked like they were given their lines seconds before the camera rolled. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even look like they're reading cue cards. It just looks like they don't know what to fucking say. So they give them their lines off screen and then they say it. And then it's a cut shot and then it's to the other person and their dialogue. Have no fucking clue what to say. Say this, this, and this. And that's what it looks like. It's a joke. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? And I'm not trying to be insulting. Well, I guess I am, because really, I mean, if you were to turn the volume off on this movie, for a low budget, kind of a thriller style movie, even though it's a blatant ripoff of Misery for the most part, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, the gore in it's pretty good. The camera shots and angles are all pretty good. You know, the pacing is okay. But the fucking dialogue and the acting from these two, like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. Have you, like, what? Where did you guys go to acting school? Like, I know, again, Oliver Robbins is, you know, you flash his face up on as a kid, and we all know who he is. Well, easily recognizable as a kid, but like, what the fuck happened? Like, and don't even tell me that this is how they wanted these characters to come across. There's no fucking way, because if it is, then it's absolutely stupid on your part, because you'll take the audience rate out of it. Like, I was out of this movie 10 minutes into it, but I had to force myself to sit through it, and thank God there's some gore in it to help it along. But I'm thinking, there's no way two people can be so fucking cringeworthy and gel so poorly together. It's terrible. I was almost embarrassed watching this movie, and I watched it by myself. Like, what? Oh man. And the sad thing is I don't even want to put clips up of how terrible their acting is. Like, there's scenes in this movie where he's supposed to be yelling in fear, and I can't even pretend to yell with less emotion. Like, it's fucking terrible. I'm telling you, okay, this Oliver Robbins, Alyssa Schneider, if this is the best you guys can bring, you two ruined this fucking movie. Okay? Like, Oliver Robbins, your direction is good, and the writing for this movie, again, it's a clear ripoff of Misery, but still, I mean, you twisted it up a little bit, I'll give you that much. But for you to star in this movie with Alyssa Schneider, and this is the best you guys can do for act, like, you guys fucking ruined your own movie. Like, wow. It's got a 3.5 on IMDb right now. I would say that's about accurate. Maybe even less. Maybe like a 3, a 2.5. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? To make this movie, get people's money who are funding this for you, and then to act this fucking poorly and amateurish. Like, it honestly looks like you guys, I can't even say they were improvising the lines, because then there would be some fucking emotion, or there would be some sort of a gel. Like, even when the most awkward of two people have conversations together, there's some sort of a gel there. There is no gelling at all between these two characters. It is fucking terrible. And if you two never get any more acting gigs after this, I mean, I can't say I blame anybody for not hiring you. If they see this and see how shitty the fucking acting is, like, you two will be out of fucking job. Like, wow, it is fucking terrible. Well, man, oh man. Anyway, okay, I'm done. That's whatever. Again, you can rent this movie now. I think it's like $4 or $5 on YouTube and then all the other platforms. But if you think I'm over exaggerating, actually, even before you go rent the movie, just watch the trailer, okay? I want to show clips in the fucking trailer, but I can't, because I'm not saying anything good about the movie. I'll probably get dinged with a copyright strike or some horse shit, even though I'd have to fight it and I'll win, like I always do. But still, I don't want to waste my time on this movie, okay? So, but just watch the trailer, okay? I'll leave a link for the trailer below so you don't have to go search it. But just even the acting that they pull from the movie to put in this trailer is fucking terrible. And then you take the trailer acting, you know, the scenes from and then times it by 100, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better. It just gets worse. It is fucking horrible. The movie itself isn't that bad. If it was well acted, hey, I'd be sitting here praising it, even though it's a fucking copy of, you know, Misery. But man, oh man, Oliver Robbins and Alicia Snyder, you two should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Especially Oliver Robbins. I mean, dude, you fucking wrote this movie. And that's the, like, obviously you must watch the fucking dailies and the, you know, what you filmed for that day and say, holy fuck, dude, like I can't act. I honestly can't act. If this is what I'm going to do, then maybe I should get somebody else to play this fucking part. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm done. Please go watch this movie so you can see that I'm not over exaggerating, or at least, at the very least, go watch the trailer, please, and then come back and let me know what you thought. But holy fuck, dude, nothing like ruining your own movie. Jesus Christ. So anyways, it's called Celebrity Crush. It should be called Two Celebrities Need to Go to Fucking Acting Class, but it's not. So anyways, check it out. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. If you haven't, go watch the trailer or go rent the movie, then come back and let me know what you guys thought. And wow, until next time, stay scared.